Alrighty, I'm going to show you how to get the battery out of your common BCF fluoro and your larger one from Ray's Outdoors. These are quite big, these ones. So, I'll start with the BCF one. Now, it's a bit hard initially to get them off quite often, but get her upside down. Oh, and I always need a bit of a wrestle. They'll unscrew. And you got your four, it comes like that, and your battery is sitting in behind there, being held sort of in that cavity there. And you get your four screws out. And that's it, you pull your leads off and your battery's off. And you can replace said battery. Now this is your little 6 volt 4 amp hour. There's a similar 6 volt 4.5 amp hour. They always seem about the same size, whether they're 4 or 4.5 amp hour. And that's how you get your one out for your BCF machine, and of course then you wind it back on. Now your Great Outdoors one is a little bit more interesting. When you have your base with these, they seem to build all the accessories in the base. So you'll be like that, and you just, it says there, close and open, up she comes. And initially what you'll see is something like that. You know what I'm getting at, this son of a bitch sits down so that's sort of down reasonably low, level with the rest of this. Now what it is, if you open up this side here with a little knob and you lift that up there, you'll see your little 12 volt charger adapter, and that's a little hidey spot for it. But you want the battery. Now you end up with a screw there. Now believe me, the bloomin' drill didn't fit in the hole, so you've got to get a very skinny screwdriver in there. Then you've got to bend this from close to open, this little bit here, so you can lift him up. Then you take out that screw and that screw, then the whole lot comes out and looks sort of like that. Of course the battery's sitting a bit deeper. Then what the sods have done, they've gone and put double-sided tape on the side here. So you're going to have to go down the side of this with the battery still in it with a knife or something like that, and be very careful not to, I mean you won't go through the side of the battery anyway, but you've got to basically cut out this piece of foam here, and then you'll be able to pull it up a certain amount of the way, and then pull your leads off and off you go. Now you may want to put that bit of padding or get some foam or whatever if you're putting a new battery in, and put a piece of foam on the back side, just with a bit of spray and glue, or just sit it in there basically, and another piece down this side, and yeah, and then you obviously seat all this back in, put your screw there and your two screws there back in, and then all this just clicks down, that swings back to close, and that's it. Now how to change the bulb. So these ones are, and you don't need to take those 3 screws out to get the bulb out, but you just flip these bits straight, and then watch this, bang, there you go. Change your tube, make sure that your plug fits with your plug hole, and put her all back in. Come on, you little bitch, there we go, and that's it.